What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the Sneaker History YouTube channel. My name is Nick Engvall, one of the co-hosts of the Sneaker History podcast, and usually the person that's uploading videos to this here channel. Sometimes it's vintage sneaker catalogs like it is today. Sometimes it's new sneaker releases, unboxings, old sneakers from my collection, and just a host of other sneaker-related content. If you enjoy that type of stuff, hit the subscribe button, stick around, and we'll jump into this catalog from 2001 from Finish Line. We've got Allen Iverson on the cover. Sixers 2001. This is not long after Allen Iverson led the Sixers to the finals, lost to the Lakers, step over all those crazy moments. Let's get into it. All right, so we got the store list. It's always interesting to see how many stores that the catalog says they had back then. This is 20 years ago, roughly today. It's a winter catalog, but essentially it would have come out about this time. 445 stores and more on the way. All right, here's the kicks. The Shox R4. The Air Bohemian 2, the Shox R4 2, the Air Amara 3. We've seen those in previous catalogs that we flipped through. All right, Chromium, Adidas Chromium, one of my favorite shoes. And actually something that many of you would find familiar if you have been paying attention to some of the retro-inspired product from Adidas. The 3 stripes up the midsole are something that you see a lot in some of the new feature wear or boost you wear releases. Nike men's wind jacket, Oxford pants, Corp Goo tee. Nothing too crazy there. The AND1 nasty crossover and the AND1 Silky Smooth. I love the early 2000s, late 90s era of basketball shoes. Man, some of my favorites, especially from AND1. So you got some reversible mesh gear, college team gear. We got the Adidas Superstar 2G, the SS2G. This is a shoe that ended up in Ross and Marshalls and those types of places. Definitely one of those shoes that I picked up for $20-$30 back in the day. Super dope in my opinion. Kind of a new take on the Superstar. Got the classic shell-toed design, but a little bit more updated, so it was way more comfortable than like your classic iconic shell toes. Oh, next up we got Nike basketball. A lot of good stuff here. Got the AirPod Posit, the Hyperflights, the Signature Player, the Air Slamtastic 2, the Air Max Elite, and the Shox BB4. Obviously, Shox BB4 just retroed recently. I don't know why, but I've been seeing a lot of the Hyperflights on various posts on Instagram. Not something I think would retro now. I just don't think that the trend is right, but it's a super dope shoe. That silver and black colorway is absolutely crazy. Apparently the silver and black and the navy versions were Finish Line exclusives. Some more good stuff with the Air Signature Player, the AND1 Men's 2 Chillin', the Profile and Vesti. I mean, you already know how I feel about the slip-ons. Sign me up. The easier, the better. The 2 Chillins were one of those first shoes that I picked up that was like, damn, this is a sneaker and it's a slip-on? Basic hoodies, Nike, Finish Line branded tearaways. Nothing too crazy. Nice little feature on Iverson. Got the slip-on, again, slip-ons, co-signed by me. I don't know if anybody cares about slip-ons besides me, to be honest. But the Answer 4 slip-ons, I have a couple of those still in the stash. The Answer 5, which just retroed a couple of years ago for the first time in a long time. Great colorways, obviously the white and silver and black and silver. Those are the iconic Allen Iverson colorways in my opinion. More Chromium, Signature Players, Silky Smooths. We've got the Team Deliver. That's kind of a good looking shoe, huh? Silky Smooth, more Chromium, Signature Player, Team Deliver. Best Venue in the House. Training. All right. Edgar and James, the classic trainer. Hard to hit, hard to miss. I've got a couple of Edgar and shoes in my collection. Not something that I see very often anymore because he kind of fell off on the field. And likewise, the training shoes, the football, turf shoes disappeared after that as well. Oh, man. The Air Max Spectre. The Nike Men's Air Griffey Max 01. This is, I think the think that's the GD Max at this point. They changed the name on this one, or this naming is wrong. Nike Men's Air Griffey Max 01. So obviously the 2001 release of the Griffey line. We talked about that in a previous episode. If you missed it, I'll link to it here, wherever it is. And you can check out the G8 from Nike was something that I kind of forgot about, but definitely nice to see. That's kind of why I love flipping through these catalogs. Got Road to the Hall, some Timberlands, Cortez Deluxe Jewels swooshes. Kind of interesting to see the patent leather. I'm not necessarily a fan of the patent leather, but I do like the classic leather. Wow, even more of them. The denims, these are fire. Women's only. Interesting that they would put the same color. It's actually the same SKU and everything. K-Swiss. You know, I'm a fan of K-Swiss. The all whites back in the day were must-haves. Some Superstars. Superstars 2s as you would know them today. Reebok Workout. Got the Turf Ripple version, I should say. You got the classic leather mids. Nike Basic Fleece, Skechers boots, Skechers Air Max 95 knockoffs, Adidas Superstars, Adidas track jackets, reversible too. Looks like we got a bunch of kind of basic mid-level shoes, the Fila Exchange, the Air Trainer XT from Nike, the Converse Women's Cruise, the Reebok Classic Mustang, the Reebok Women's Leather. Pre-game festivities. You already know. We're all ready for that. Winter running. You need to know how to get in the zone. Planning for your run. Dressing for your run. All good stuff. Let it snow. I'm cool. You can keep the snow. Some serious warm weather gear from Nike. SPK Men's Bubble. Nike Men's Fleece Lined Reversible. Nike Bridge Reversible. All right. Nike RNG, aka Nike Running 2001. So we got the Nike Men's Air Turbulence 3, the Air Crested Butte, the Air Future Max, the Air Terra Wild, the Air Max Tri-City, and the Air Max Tailwind 4. Which one of those would you like to see retro? I love me some Nike running shoes. I'm going to have to go with the Air Max Tri-City. All right. Moving ahead, we've got the women's Air Shasta. It's like a zipper kind of runner, trail runner, the Air Terra Contigo, however you pronounce that. Women's Air Bohemian. All really dope looking shoes. That was a good era for Nike running shoes in general. Aside from the Shox. The Shox just don't do it for me. If they do it for you, leave a comment and let me know why. Like, how do you get past the fact that they're so uncomfortable? Or am I just super sensitive? Maybe my heels are super sensitive and I just need to pull myself up by the bootstraps and wear some Nike Shox. Anyway, the Air Bohemian 2 for the guys. Some toasty pants. They're literally called that. New Balance 835s. That was a kind of a big deal for the dads back in the day. The women's 835, the 703, the Grid Aura TR3. That's a pretty good looking shoe. I would take that. Saucony. And we got some Timberlands, 6-inch classic, the pull-on boot, and the field boot. I'm not a Tim's fan. I respect them. I actually love the way they look, but I just don't like wearing boots or heavy-ass shoes that I'd rather wear something a little more comfortable. But that's why I live in the hot-ass weather in California. Lugs. If you don't know, Lugs was all over the place back then. Got their little Clark's knockoff. Looks like they're trying to pull some AND1 stuff here. The knockoff of the Timberland boots. Little Nike Triax Speed watches. Fossil. Oakley square wires and C wires. Kid stuff. We've got the Cortez, the New Balance Kids 703, Superstars, K-Swiss, Fentros, more Timberlands, Air Spectre, Pod Posit, Air Bohemian, and the Girls Turbulence. And last but not least, you got the Heroes in Training. There it is. Hopefully it didn't go too fast because I didn't want to take forever with this recording because most of you don't really stick around until the end of these videos anyway. You kind of see what you like and then bounce. That's what I would do too. But if you made it this far, definitely hit that like button. Help us out with the channel. We're trying to get this thing popping. If you are looking for discounts on Sneaker Thrones, you can find the link in the description below to save yourself 10% on all your orders there at Sneaker Throne with the code HISTORY. Otherwise, I'm getting rid of this stuff fairly soon. I'm unloading shoes on my Instagram. I'm going to be posting stuff onto the Sitting Treasure site soon here too, as soon as I get caught up on our merch, which should be done this week. But if you're in the Discord, you probably already know that. If you're not in the Discord, hit the links in the description to join the Discord and become a part of our community. It's been a blast having all these people in here talking sneakers without the drama, without the corporate influence, and without big money telling us what we need to say. So I appreciate you for tuning in, sticking with me to the end. Catch you in the next video. Peace.